Recently, I've been dedicating more and more attention to productivity, task management, and related stuff. And I understood one thing: being more productive doesn't mean completing more tasks, making more things done. It's all about completing the right tasks. I see so many people complaining about they are busy all day long, but at the end of the day, they don't feel like they have accomplished much. Because it's all about your vision, guys. If the direction is wrong, running in that direction won't bring you better results. So, how do we understand what's the right direction for us? I'm not a guru, and by any means I have all the answers to all of the questions. But I definitely learned a thing or two about time management when I opened my bar. Every week I work for around 90 hours. I have a YouTube channel. I have a blog. I have daily slots for studying business around 2 hours every day. I work out and meditate almost every day. I'm telling you all of this not to show you how good I am, but because I want you to acknowledge one very important point. If you are telling yourself stories like my situation is different and I don't have time, blah blah blah, while working full-time job like 40 hours a week, you are giving yourself a ton of bullshit. So where do we start? Glad you asked. There are three main areas in our lives. If we make sure we are satisfied in all of that areas, we will definitely live a much better and fulfilling life. These three areas are health, wealth, and relationships. So what we are going to do right now is we are going to vote from 1 to 10 every area. This way we are going to measure our current situation. I really hope all of you put 10 in every area and now you're just quitting this video. If you are still watching, this isn't the case. There is always something to improve. There is nothing wrong with that. And even if your health, wealth, or relationships are at 8 or 9 out of 10, almost the best case scenario, there is still something we can do about that. So let's figure out how we can improve in these areas, and let's start with health. Generally speaking, more than 90% of our current health situation is based on our diet and the activities we are doing every day. The biggest problem is that almost all of us has a graveyard behind our backs full of failed diets and expired gym memberships. To act upon all of the medium long-term commitments, we should develop the ability to delay gratification. I've talked about that in one of my previous videos about the marshmallow experiment. I'm going to link it somewhere up here. So the first thing we have to do is we have to regain trust in our promises. Otherwise, it will be near to impossible sticking to a new diet and workout routine. So my advices are, first of all, start small, start very small. You should start making yourself such a small promises that it will seem quite impossible to not sticking to it. For example, I'm going to make 5 push-ups a day for 7 days. I mean, even the person who's never worked out in their entire life, I guess, will be able to make 5 push-ups a day for a week. Or maybe I will walk for 5 minutes a day for a week. Nothing unreasonable here either. The goal here isn't to go big right from the beginning. Otherwise, chances are high we will quit once again. My next advice is use a Seinfeld strategy. Buy yourself a big calendar with all the year on one page. And for every day you stick to your habit, to the habit you want to develop, you are going to put a big red cross on that day. After a couple of days, you will see a chain of red crosses running through your calendar, and your goal is to never break the chain. Simple. Another thing you can do is to start or maybe join an existing accountability group, or maybe find yourself an accountability partner. Being accountable to somebody will help you stick to your new habit and will let you take the task more responsibly. Your success rate will skyrocket, trust me. Let's talk about wealth right now, okay? So, as I said at the beginning, this video is for full-time or part-time employees. You are doing this job, okay? And inside your working day, you will have activities you love doing more than the others, and there will be certain activities you hate doing. Take a piece of paper, a pen, and write all of the activities you are usually doing during your working day, and try to understand what kind of activities you like doing more than the others. If you love working with the customers, but for the biggest part of your working day you are just working on your PC in the office, you won't be satisfied. And from the moment we dedicate at least 40 hours a week to our job, it's extremely important that we do something we really enjoy. You can talk to your boss and see if there will be different positions inside the same business, inside the same reality. You can cover different problems you can solve. Another really cool exercise you can do is Ikigai, which is literally traduced from Japanese is reason for being. Your Ikigai is a combination of four things. Things you love doing, things the world needs, things you are good at, and things you can be paid for. At a given point of your life journey, your Ikigai will uncover itself. But the earlier we found it, the earlier we can start acting upon and going in that direction. It will be much easier changing your job when you're 35, 40 instead of when you are 60 or 65. So the earlier you discover your Ikigai, the earlier you will start enjoying more of your working day, and the earlier you can start building a better future for yourself and people around you. You will become a much happier human being, and going to work will seem like pure joy. So how do we discover our Ikigai? Again, take a piece of paper, pen, and write down 4 columns of stuff, things I love doing, things I'm good at, things the world needs, and things I can be paid for. And try to find different intersections between all of that stuff. You might come up with more than one working idea that will satisfy all 4 of requirements, and you can start directly from there. It's much better starting from scratch, knowing that you are doing things you really enjoy, that you love. You might also start a little side project, a side hustle based on your Ikigai, and after a little bit of time you can think about switching completely to that. It's all up to you. The most important part is that you do that exercise. Don't wait until you will somehow discover your Ikigai. Don't work for 20 years in a factory only to discover that. You would always love to work with people doing some social activities and stuff like that, okay? So, action. The third area is relationships. So when it comes to relationships, it's extremely difficult to give any kind of advice because the things get quite personal here. Again, start with your current vote from 1 to 10. Try to understand how you can close that gap between your actual relationship situation and your desired situation. So if you are always alone, by your own at home playing on the computer, but you would like to hang out with nice people and stuff like that, actions you've made until today didn't brought you that desired result because you are here and you would like to be there. So the first step is to change things you are doing every day. Stop stop playing on your computer and go out, hang out with people. It's all based on your personal goals when it comes to relationships. The most important thing, again, guys, is action. We've made a plan, we thought about what we would like to do. We have to act upon it. We have to escape that mental dimension. We have to stop only thinking, because thinking about good things won't bring us any different results. And that's actually all for today, friends. I hope you really liked this video. If so, please smash that like button. I'm going to link you up here some of my old videos in case you would like to continue watching something related to this topic. In my next video, I'm going to talk about some more steps we can take in this direction. So how can we actually time manage? We've understood we have to change our diet, we have to work out, we have to maybe start a side hustle. So there will be more things to be done during the day. I will show you a couple of things you can implement to actually fill your days. Wish you all a wonderful day, friends, and see you soon. Bye bye.